Hello and welcome to my weekly 3-minute review. In previous reviews, we've talked about the need for a new conversation with America about governance. This conversation should center on principles that bind us rather than policy that divides us. If we understand the principles that defines our culture, then we can determine priorities and from those priorities design government policy to implement those priorities. Now, last night, the President of the United States announced an executive order wherein he is going to provide special protection to a certain class of immigrants now residing in the United States illegally. He makes this his argument on basic fairness and justice, but based upon what principle? Now, on the new site, New Horizon Council, we have set out a framework for this discussion. It centers on the Constitution, economics, government facilitation, and foreign policy, and simple axioms underneath those principles that we should be considering for determining priorities and government policy. This particular action goes against directly the Constitution in axiom number 2, which states that the state has distinct rights over the federal government. Now, why is that? It was set out as a federation by the founding fathers so that the states could have certain rights in the types of society and services that they wanted to provide for their citizens. And in this regard, he has completely ignored the states and their role in that operation. Our governor, Mary Fallin, issued a statement last night warning about the legality of this, but also the cost. The Oklahoma Health Care Authority of Oklahoma now is under budget for providing Medicaid to poor citizens. We don't know how many immigrants will apply. We don't know how many will be given the citizen status or the rights to services. And we should be part of that debate at the state level. Now, this law just also totally circumvents existing law and Congress. Congress has been working with the states, and therefore abiding by the second axiom of the first pillar of principles on the Constitution. Therefore, the President's action is in direct violation of this axiom and a pillar of principles that binds us. My name is Marc Nuttle, and this is what I believe. If you want further information on this or more in-depth analysis, please go to marknuttle.com and read my report. Thank you. See you next week.